In my checklist book, I've got a checklist that goes into the items you need to have inside your press room on your website. Now you know what a press room is, right? A media room? Well, come on, let's get into it. Now, getting free publicity and using the media to get the word out about your book, business, product, service, and/or professional expertise is one of the most underused methods of marketing that you could ever spend time on. Remember this quote when dealing with the media: help them do their job. What does that mean? It means don't make members of the media and others who want to interview you struggle to get information about you so that they can do just that, conduct a good interview with you or write about you in their papers or on their website, etc. The purpose of a press room on your website is to post any and all items concerning you and your business or book or whatever in a central place where the media and others will find what they need to do their jobs, to interview you, promote you, talk about you, mention you. The easier you make it for them to find interview questions, your bio, any photographs, press releases, videos, write-ups, and articles, the easier it will be for them to say, when can we interview you? So let's get into my press room checklist. Now, a great press room must have at least some of the following sections that I'm about to share with you, so the media can pick and choose the information that answers their questions and meets their publishing needs. For example, and I'm just going to roll through this list quick. If it interests you, this is a Google Doc. You can make a copy of it, print it, save it, download it, whatever you want to do, and really dive into it. So let's check this out. On your press room, you need to have practically everything that you're about to hear. Number one, an About You section. This is where you have your bio. Who are you? What are you about? What do you do? 1 to 2 paragraphs. That's it. About you. Articles, stories, news releases. Got to have those. Any awards, recognition, accolades, degrees, diplomas, certifications. We want to show those too. Biography. That's your history. That's about you. Like I was born, whatever, a long time ago. That's your biography. Highlights and special announcements. What's going on in your world? Talk about it. Facts and figures. Is there something about you that's statistical? Hey, I've accomplished this. I've got the record in that. Facts and figures. Images and photo gallery. Hey, let's show pictures of you shaking hands with other people, networking, out and about, doing your job, doing something cool. Yeah. Interview, your name. This is an interview section where you're going to have information about you, a little bit of an intro. How do you want to be introduced on the interview show? Questions to ask, a short bio, and how people can get a hold of you. Good stuff. And here we go. Interview questions and talking points. This is what the media is going to look at. They're going to look at your proposed questions. They're going to modify them a little bit. They're going to trigger some other ideas that, this is a good question, but I want to ask them about this, Investor relations. Suppose you are open to receiving funding for whatever it is that you do. Have some statistical information that would talk to investors, speak their language. Yes, I'm also looking for funding for this, and this is where you can find information about our profits, our expenses, our vision, etc. Latest news. Have you been in the news? Let's talk about that. Have information and references for that. Media contact information. How do you want the media to contact you specifically for media-related activities? You might have a special phone number, special department, a special contact form just for the media. Networking and sightings. This is actually good. It's kind of like your photo gallery. Where have you been? Have you been out networking with certain groups? Are you a part of certain groups or certain organizations? Name them. List them here. News and media coverage. Again, where have you been? Have you been mentioned in the news? Gotten any media coverage? Let's add them in this section. By chance, the media might want to sign up for your newsletter or your e-zine. Make an opportunity for them to do that right there. Podcast shows. Either yours or what podcast shows have you been on? Media kit. Do you have a media kit that has everything about you that's pretty much in your press room, but in, let's say, a downloadable PDF? Make a media kit that takes the press room and puts it into a portable, or shareable document. It could even be put in a Google document. And all you have to do is just link to that Google Doc, and you can update it with new stuff then and there and when it happens. But it's easy for them to go, I'll just access that and check all about you. I don't have to go back to your website. I can just download that, etc. Press releases. If you've got them, put them in there. If you don't have them, write them. At least write one press release per whatever you do. A service, write a press release about it. A book, write a press release about your book and every book that you write, each an individual book, individual press releases. Product information. Maybe your products save lives. Maybe they do something special. Talk about it. TV and radio interviews, you've got samples of those, whether it's audio or video. Link to YouTube if you can't put these videos on your website. Rave reviews. Inspire the media to interview you based on what other people are saying about you. You know, you could have a rave reviews page with 30 to 100 testimonials about how great you are. Well, I think the media is going to say, you know, a lot of people talk great about you. Tell me about yourself. What are you doing out there? How are you helping people? Got any reports? Put those in there, financial ones, etc. Social networking profiles. Let's make sure we have links to all your social profiles. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, you name it. Speaking and seminar coverage. Are you a speaker? Are you out there speaking? Are you talking, giving presentations? Show some clips of that. Impress the media that you look good on the stage, you speak well, and people applaud you after you're done speaking. Wow, that was a great presentation. I learned a lot from that person, and that's you. And then video, presentations, and coverage. Basically, this is just stuff that you're going to share right off your YouTube channel. And I hope you have a YouTube channel, and I hope you populate it with a lot of content about what it is that you do, you know, how you help people, and more. Now, you can imagine if you spent, a month, maybe 2, really building this press room, you can imagine how the media is going to come look at you and go, wow, this person is really prepared for us. Compared to someone who's not. And the person who's not, they're not going to really get that publicity in the media. And that stuff is free and it's credible. You get on TV, story's over. Your consulting rates just doubled. Demand for your services just tripled. I mean, who knows what can happen? But it all starts with this press room because you're getting prepared to interact with the media and you're helping them interact with you. Hey, if you like this checklist, it's available to you for free. It's a Google document. Just click on this link right here below the video in the description box. It says click this link here and download and print this checklist. Go ahead and click File. Make a copy and copy it to your Google Drive. It's yours, okay? And on your Google Drive, you can edit it at will. Or you can email it to yourself as a Word doc. You can download it as a Word doc, and then you can edit it or do what you want. Or you can just print it and just read it as it is. Just print it. And then check things off as you complete them when you put them in your press room. If you want the print version of this book and get all 70 checklists, then click this link right here, get the print version, and it takes you over to Amazon, where you get all 70 checklists. And take a look at all of the checklists that are in this book. You know, I wrote this book, so these checklists are pretty much in my head. I can just, let's see, I need to do a seminar today, or I need to, work on my press room. I could just go right to the book, in my head really. I could just go right to the book and just remind myself of what the steps are or the components to the checklist are so I can accomplish that. Anyhow, I hope my press room checklist helps you out just like it helps me out. Hey, let's continue to the next checklist. In this series, you're doing great.